Can you help me solve these I am statements? Number 1. I come in a box. I am a breakfast food. You eat me with a spoon. Most people add milk. What do you think it is? It is cereal. Number 2. I am yellow. I can be on a cob. You can pop me to make a snack. My fields are used to make mazes in the fall. What is that? It is corn. Number 3. I am red and I get picked in the fall. I am used to make pies and cider. What is that? Apples. And number 4. You can buy me at fast food places. I come on a bun. You can add ketchup or cheese. What is that? Hamburgers. Thank you for helping me get you started today with the activating strategy. Now we are going to watch a brain pop.
You wrote a story? I looked around the packed theater. My knees were shaking and my heart was pounding in my chest. I took a deep breath and closed my eyes. I pretended I was alone and played my violin. Great job, Moby. I really understood how nervous you were, even though you didn't say you were nervous. I made an inference. What is an inference? When you infer, you use clues and what you already know to come up with an idea. I've heard that sound before. It's thunder. Everyone's wearing rain boots and jackets and holding umbrellas, so I can make an inference that it's raining. I don't really know for sure that it's raining because I'm not outside, but the thunder and the rain gear are clues, so I can be pretty sure it is raining. How can I make inferences when I read fiction? Let's see. In this book, the tortoise and the hare have a race. The hare makes fun of the tortoise and says she's really slow. Instead of preparing for the race like the tortoise, the hare just talks about how great he is. During the race, the hare is so sure he'll win, he thinks he has time for a nap. And the tortoise wins the race. The way characters act can tell you about how they think or feel. The hare makes fun of the tortoise, brags a lot, and then falls asleep during the race. These clues tell me that the hare is kind of stuck up and thinks he'll win the race. The tortoise gets ready for the race, ignores the hare, and goes as fast as she can. These clues tell me that the tortoise is really determined. Authors use clues and details so they don't have to write everything in exact words, and figuring out how the characters feel can be exciting. But I can make inferences in all kinds of writing, not just fiction. How can I infer when I read nonfiction? Cool, here's a book about sea turtles. Leatherback sea turtles lay their eggs on land. One leatherback can lay over 100 eggs. I wonder why sea turtles lay so many eggs. You can use what you already know to make inferences. I know that seagulls like to eat baby sea turtles. And I know that the ocean has other hungry predators. I can infer that sea turtles lay a lot of eggs because most of them will not survive. You can also use what you observe to make inferences. Ew, I bet all that trash doesn't help the sea turtles. Maybe that's one reason why they're endangered. I guess making inferences is like being a detective. You look for clues and put them together with what you already know to come up with an idea. I guess I can infer that it's time for lunch. Hey, wait for me!
All right, boys and girls, so we are learning about inferences. Now, you've probably been familiar with that term over the last couple of years. When you get into third grade and beyond, we definitely are making a lot more inferences. We're using context clues and all. So I'm going to go over this mini anchor chart here, and it says authors don't always tell their reader everything. They rely on the reader to use inferential thinking to understand everything going on in the story. So to make an inference, you need text clues, so what's in the text that you're reading, plus background knowledge, so what you already know about a subject. And that's how you make an inference. My heart started to race as I stared down at the broken pieces. How will I be able to explain this when Mom gets home? I thought to myself. That's in the text. Then I start to think with my background knowledge, I think the character is a kid because they mention their mom. I also think the kid is nervous because that is what happens when your heart races. Therefore, you can make an inference. My inference, the kid accidentally broke something important to his mom, and he is nervous about telling her when she gets home. I have a little activity right here. It's called Jenny's surprise. Jenny's eyes widen as her mom and dad brought in a small green box with holly berries on the ribbon. They sat it down by their decorated tree. As she slowly removed the green paper, she could see the tiny toes, a little bottle, and a bib. It was exactly what she wanted. In the text said Jenny's eyes widen. So what do you know? When something with your schema or with that background knowledge that you have, when your eyes widen, that normally means that you are excited. And what can we infer then? Jenny is excited to receive a gift. Okay. On this example here, we're given the inference. It is Christmas time. Jenny's getting a present. What does the text say? Where in the text does it let us know that? Let's see. As she slowly removed the green paper. Okay. As she slowly removed the green paper. I'm going to put ... meaning there was a little bit more to that sentence. What do you know? Well, I know that presents are normally wrapped. Remember gift paper, at birthdays and different holidays? And the inference here is already given. So we know it's Christmas time. Normally during that time of year, children and adults, normally receive a gift. So it's Christmas time. Jenny's getting a Christmas gift. All right, so in this instance, Jenny saw tiny toes and a little bottle. Well, what do we already know? Well, tiny toes in a bottle may mean a doll. Because, right, that's normally what you would think of with little toes, like a baby or in a bottle. Of course, you think of babies, and then a bib. Of course, that's a baby. But I don't think a real baby would be wrapped in green paper. So the inference you can make is that, so it must mean Jenny got a baby doll for Christmas. So again, we are starting to do a little practice with making inferences.